What's up, fam, and welcome to this episode of Rex's Photobooth Reviews and Tutorials. Today, we're going to be taking a closer look between the DNP WCM2 print server and the newly released WCM3. But before we get into today's video, I want to be making a difference in your business. So please leave me your feedback. Let me know you're enjoying the content by hitting the subscribe button below. My next goal is 10,000 subscribers. So if you're already subscribed to the channel, please tag a friend. Let's get started with the unboxing. So I got the WCM3 here from UPS, and I've already opened the box just to see what it was like. Look, air packets. They packed us really good. More air packets. And here's the inside of the box. So you guys are probably wondering, where's the WCM3? Well, it is actually right here, if you guys can see that. The WCM3 is a firmware update, and it's shipped on a micro SD card that requires a minimum of 32 gigabytes. It's much faster. And you can actually download this to your WCM2. So the new WCM3 physically actually looks like the WCM2, which looks like the WCM1, which looks like the beta box. So in terms of hardware, it hasn't changed. It still has the Ethernet port. It still has the two USBs. It has the micro USB for power, and then it has the power port. So guys, I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. I am going to teach you guys how to get the new WCM3 firmware update absolutely free. There's a secret link in the description below. There's no purchase necessary. But if your card is not 32 gigabytes minimum, then it's not going to work. It has a series of steps. You have to go to the DNP site, you have to be able to download, and then you have to flash it, and you actually have to buy a new card because I believe the previous versions is only gigabytes. But here's the thing, if you're gonna run out and buy a new micro SD card, wouldn't it be just easier if you just bought it directly from DNP? These are $24.95 from DNP distributors. And it is actually already released, and they're just waiting for their inventory. I don't know what the inventory counts are going to be like, but you can get pre-orders on these. With anything in life, I just want it to be better than the last. I want my current event to be better than my last event. I want this video to be better than my last video. And I'm hoping for the same with the DNP WCM2. I want the WCM3 to be better than the 2. Let's take a closer look at the software update release version 3.0. So you're probably wondering, what's new? Well, the first thing is it supports hotspots from phones, which will help when you're out in the field and you need to connect to a hotspot. The second is it has the ability to connect iPad to a WCM via Ethernet cable, and we knew that that worked in version 2 as well. They now added software recovery tool, so we need to take a closer look at that. It supports high performance Wi-Fi antennas, so that's awesome. So that's going to give you a stronger signal. Has added system information, hence the larger memory on the micro SD card, and it now has the QR code to start up print where you can just scan it And overall, it helps with the stability and reliability of the improvements. But it doesn't say anything about the speed. And this is the reason that I'm going to do this video, because I really want to know if the WCM3 has increased speeds. I'm going to give you guys a quick refresher on how to connect the DNP WCM. So what I'm going to go to is go to settings on my iPhone. I'm going to go to Wi-Fi and I'm going to go look for the DNP WCM. Once I find it, I'm going to select it. I'm going to type in the password and you'll see it says no internet connection, but that's okay. We're not trying to go to the internet. We're trying to make a connection between the iPad or the iPhone to the WCM. Now I'm going to go to my photos. There's a photo of me. And I'm going to go to print right here. It says print. It'll allow me to choose the printer. Can you guys see that? Allow me to choose the printer, and it has the different print sizes. I want a 4x6. Then I come back. I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to hit print and the counter at the same time to see how fast it takes to transfer the data. I'm not going to be looking at when the photo comes out, because that would be print speed and dependent on the printer that you use. So let's take a look. Right there. So in our quick test, you can see the time it took to get the data to the WCM took about 23 seconds. And then with this printer, roughly 17 to 19 seconds to create a 4x6. So overall, it was 42 seconds to create this photo right here. I'm going to show you guys how to change your version 2 to the version 3. There's a micro SD card slot there. You want to impress, and then on a spring it'll pop back out, and we're going to put this micro SD card into this slot, and that should give us our upgrade. So I'm going to press in, and I heard it click, which means it's on a spring, and then it pops out, and I'm able to take out the WCM2 card, and it is a 32 gigabyte card. So you can actually flash this card and then put it back into your WCM2. Okay, I've taken the new version 3 card out of the packaging. I put the version 2 card back in there as my backup so I can always refer to it. And I'm going to go ahead and install the new version 3. So now you can see I have my version 3 card right there, and we're going to put it into that slot. It is contact side up, not this way, but this way. And try not to touch the contacts when you're doing this. We're going to insert the card in all the way in until you hear it click and engage. Listen. There you go. Probably a little easier if you had some nails. And then now it's in, and then we're going to go ahead and do some performance tests with it. So now we're going to go ahead and connect the WCM version 3 to my QW410. I've had a lot of people ask me, how am I powering this without a power adapter? Well, first, let's do the obvious. Is here is a USB B. Here's the A side. Here's B, and the B connects into the printer for your data, right? So once there's 2 ports, we're just going to connect it there. So that's what transfers the data to the printer. Then what's really unique about the QW410 printer is that this is 5-volt 2-amp USB. So now I can power the WCM with my printer as well. So here's the micro A, and now upside down, I have power, and you'll see the green and yellow lights come on. They won't stay on, but in the beginning when you plug it in, that's how you know you have power. So one of the first things that I noticed right away is in the print photo that prints when you first turn on your printer, is it now includes the QR code for you to join the Wi-Fi network. So I no longer need to go into my Wi-Fi. I can just take my phone, turn on my camera, and I don't know if you guys can see that right there, but the yellow, oh, here's on my phone, there. The yellow will pop up and ask me right there to join the DNP WCM. So that's one less step. That's more convenient. That wasn't in version 2. So let's take a look, and let's see if we can answer the question that everybody is asking. Was there any speed improvement? So we're going to pull out the same photo that I took. I'm already connected. I have the timer right here, and let's take a look. 3, 2, 1, right there. And hopefully we're going to see some speed increases. 9, 10. We're still waiting for the data to go to the WCM and be ripped. Yeah, saw it. So it was about 2 seconds faster with the version 3. And let's just go ahead and let this all print out. So the quality and everything should be the same. We're using the same exact printer. There you go. The print from version 2, the print from version 3, they look exactly alike. And so you guys know, a Rexus Photobooth reviews tutorial is not a tutorial video without a bonus hack. And inside their advertising, it says that it can now, right there, it now supports printing via Ethernet cable, right there, Ethernet cable. And guess what? I just happen to have a Ethernet cable right here with me, and let's see if we can actually print wired from the iPhone. I also happen to have a Lightning to Ethernet adapter. I always recommend the 2-port one. So this is for the Ethernet, but make sure that there's a secondary port, whether it's Lightning or USB-C, to power the adapter, or not, sorry, I take it back. So you can actually charge your device while you're doing this, because this is going to be in your charging port. So if you're looking for any of these items, of course, I'm going to link them in the description below. Let's go ahead and connect this up. So you're going to take your Ethernet cable right here and you're going to connect it into your adapter. Okay, you'll hear it click. Then you're going to take the other end and plug it into our DNP WCM right here. Can you guys see that? Here, let me move this up for you. Right there, so you can see. So now we're actually hardwired, and I'm going to try to do this from my cell phone. So we're going to unlock here real quick and watch. I'm pretty sure, just like the iPad when we're doing our selfie stations, we're not going to need Wi-Fi. So I'm just going to take a hunch. I'm going to turn it off. So as you can see, our Wi-Fi is off. Okay, now we're going to be printing through the Ethernet protocol, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully it'll automatically engage the Ethernet. So we're going to take the adapter side and plug it into the phone, and let's see what happens. Ready? All right, here we go. Right there, no glare. And as soon as I plug it in, aha, look what happens. The Ethernet automatically shows up. So I know this is going to work. So now I'm going to go back to my photos. I'm going to, and as you can see, I don't have any Wi-Fi, I don't have any internet. That's my photo. I'm going to go through the menu right here, the share menu. I'm going to hit print. It's going to allow me to choose a printer. There it is, the QW410, and we're going to print a 4x6. And we'll hit print, and let's see if it engages the WCM version 3. And it does. And I actually think that was a little bit faster. So wired, they've done a really good job with the wired. Actually, you know what? Let's do that again with the timer. All right, so maybe we do have some improved speeds when we're wired. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna go to share. We're gonna go to print. And now, as you guys can see, I am hardwired via Ethernet, which the WCM3 was enhanced to do. And then I am going to press the print and start button to see how long it takes to engage the printer. So here we go, 3, 2, 1. Yep, print engaged at the same time. You guys can see the clock right there. 8 seconds, 9 seconds, and we're hardwired. See if it's a little bit faster. Yep, right in that 20 seconds. So it's definitely a little bit faster when you're hardwired. All right, so there is the print. You'll see there's no difference. Beautiful prints, and that is the wired hack. I promise, guys, I promise. This is gonna be my last hack. I just had this laying around. This is a Samsung Galaxy 10 Plus 5G. And look, that is the same photo that I took on my iPhone. And I went ahead and I used the QR code that is now supported on the version 3. So I scanned It allowed me to join the Wi-Fi, so that is the beauty of having the QR code. And I have this picture here, and I can actually print to this printer wirelessly. And let's just see how long it's going to take. So I'm going to, here's the photo, just as you see. All right, can you guys see that? Good. And I'm going to go into the menu. I'm going to hit print. On my iPhone now, I'm going to have the stopwatch. So here we go. 1, 2, and 3. There you go. So it's going to the printer. And there's the counter. There's my ring. So we're at 15 seconds already. So hopefully it'll be faster. 23, it still hasn't initiated, so we don't even know if it works. 28, 29, 30, 31. There it is, right around 33 seconds. But I do know for sure that it works with Samsung, right? And this is the Galaxy 10 Plus, so I'm pretty sure it probably works with the 7 as well. We use the same exact file. Here is the print. But look, I could tell already. Can you guys see that? The color profiles are slightly different. The color profile for the iPhone is a little bit warmer, and on the Android it's a little bit cooler. I don't know if you guys can see that with the reflection there, but absolutely it does work. The margins are off. That's what I also noticed, and I'm sure those could be corrected. But the cool thing is, yeah, definitely works on Android. So that was our review of the WCM3. Here are the new updates. So let's go over some of the features. Number 1, it prints out the QR code. What I really like about this is if you're at a small event or at your house, you have this connected. Anybody that has access to this QR code, you can connect to the WCM and you're able to print photos directly off your phone. That would be awesome for family or if you're at a small party. The very cool thing is, of course, it works on iPad, but it also works on the iPhone. So now you're printing pictures, hundreds of thousands of pictures that you have on your iPhone, and you can do hard copies. So it works on the iPhone. Cool thing is, it works on Android, and I proved it. It absolutely works. Albeit the color profiles are a little different, but Android definitely compatible. Last but not least, when you are printing when you're in an area without Wi-Fi, you can always hardwire, right? Hardwire is always the go-to. It is the way to go. So in conclusion, go out, order your WCM3. Again, if you want to upgrade your WCM2 and you want to go through the flashing process, there are detailed instructions. I'm going to leave that link below. If you buy the WCM, it will automatically ship with version 3. So thank you all for watching, and look out for future episodes. We should do something about printers and printer protection. And last but not least, don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time.